You are listening to Season 2 of The Diary of a Wannabe Writer, the short and often daily podcast in which I chronicle my life and attempt to be a writer by writing daily. Sometimes. Hello, today is Thursday the 21st of August 2025 and you are listening to The Diary of a Wannabe Writer. And I kind of want to rant today because, well, I'll explain why. Firstly, I'll explain the rest of today, which was quite nice. So I got up very early. My alarm call was UK time, 2:50 a.m. It was 4:50 where I was. But bearing in mind I'd only been there for a short amount of time, my body felt like it was 2:50 in the morning. The flight took off about 3 and a bit hours later. Got back to Heathrow just after midday. I've got hiccups now, that's brilliant. And it was all good. Drove home, hiccup, and yeah. And then I've been looking forward to the writers group that I'm involved with. And I'm not going to say too much about who or where it is because I want to have a little moan about it. So there's one main structured meeting a month, and then they do this secondary one, which is a kind of a free-for-all. You can have a natter, you can do some writing, and everybody's asking, when is it? And they didn't bother putting a date up until about a week ago. And it was tonight, and I went because it's been a pleasant experience so far. But about 2 months ago, no more than that now, I gave someone Still Life to read, and they hadn't even attempted to do anything with it. And then at the meeting I went to last month, one of the people there at the meeting, and this is the people running the meeting, not the attendees, had read the first chapter. And it's like, right, you've had it for, actually he's probably had it for 2 months by then, and he's read the first chapter. Okay, so fast forward to tonight, and he's read a bit more, but he can't remember how much more he's read and can't tell me anything more about anything he's read, and he's passed it over to the other person because he hasn't got time because he's getting married. I mean, that's a reasonable reason, but I'm just feeling a bit fobbed off now. And then the bit that really infuriated me was they want to publish some short story collections and books and bits and pieces later this year, or no, next year and stuff like that. And they basically gave a description of what they wanted from people. And then at the meeting tonight, he's going, oh, we don't know if we've been specific enough, so maybe we should set it in a particular time zone. And one of the other guys goes, well, I've already written 2 and they're both set in different times, and I'm really pleased with both of them. He goes, oh, do you think we should concentrate on do you think we should say a particular time zone? I said, no. I said, you gave us the commission. You told us what you wanted. You don't change it once people have started writing. That's not good. And I think he could tell I was annoyed because I just think that's bang out of order. If you commission people to write a bit of work for you, you know, for potential inclusion in an anthology, you don't piss about and change the parameters after people have started writing. Now, I had intended to write something for them, but you know what? I'm not going to now because, for all I know, they'll change their mind in a few weeks and go, oh, actually, no, what you wanted isn't within the new parameters that we've set since you've written it. It just infuriated me. I don't know what infuriated me so much. So I sat there. The meeting was supposed to go on from 6 o'clock until 8 o'clock. And I was just looking for a reason to go because I wasn't enjoying it. And yeah, it just, you know, the thing with, if it just said, oh, I'm not enjoying it, you know, I'm fine. I can take criticism if you hadn't liked it. But just to bullshit me, oh, I have read some more, but I can't remember any of it. What? Go away. So that's kind of, if he'd said, yeah, it's not for me, I'm not enjoying it, I'd have been fine with that. But to try and bullshit fob me off, that's just really infuriated me. So anyway, a couple of people had to go half an hour before the end. So I left with them, and I was quite hungry and I hadn't really had anything to eat today. So I went and had some food before I walked home. But it's infuriated me to the point where, as I said, I had an idea for this anthology, but I'm blowed if I'm going to write it because they might change their mind again. And I mean, no, I've got to be careful what I say here because Yeah, so I won't say any more. But yes, so that's just wound me up the wrong way. And I got a little bit more because I was hoping to come home, have a little doze, do a bit of writing because chapter 6 seems to be hanging over me forever. But I just wasn't in the mood to write, and I was actually going to do some writing at this meeting because they said, it's there. You can do what you want. You can sit and do some writing. You can discuss stuff. You can whatever. So I thought, well, I'm going to do a bit of writing, and then when he came up with a bull about changing the parameters of the project, I just couldn't concentrate because that annoyed me. And I say I'm not very good at hiding when I'm annoyed, so they know that it's annoyed me. I think I was the only one. There was one guy who had written a couple of stories, and he was like, I've already written 2, but they're both in different time zones, so I wouldn't know which one to choose. And I said, no, you shouldn't change it. I said, you shouldn't be changing it at this point. And yeah, anyway, so I didn't get any writing done because I just wasn't in the mood after that. Then I went and had some food, and I haven't had anything to drink for a very long time. I had a gin and tonic with my dinner because they'd wound me up that much. Just the one, and then I walked home. But yeah, so conflicted now. Not sure what to do. Not sure whether, I've said, I'm not going to submit anything. I don't know if I will submit something or not now. I'm not sure whether I want to. I'm not sure whether I trust them. That might go for somebody else who was, I know who's listened to this, that was considering submitting something. I wouldn't bother because they'll probably just pull the rug out from under you after you submitted it or something stupid. Anyway, that's me done for today. Hopefully I'll be in a better mood tomorrow. Take care. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.
You have been listening to The Diary of a Wannabe Writer. For more information about what I'm writing, go to linktr.ee/Richard Writes, capital R, capital W, where you can find details of my website and social media. I may see you there.